I'm Benny.
And I'm Emma.
And this is our first YouTube video on our channel, Secrets of Stuff and More.
Our channel is about stuff you maybe didn't know about and more.
Have you ever heard of the steamboat Titanic before? If you have, like and subscribe. If you haven't, watch all of this video, then like and subscribe.
We're going to share some cool facts about the RMS Titanic.
First of all, RMS stands for Royal Mail Ship, and it held a lot of mail and cargo.
They started building it in 1907 in Belfast, Ireland, and finished it in 1912.
On April 10th, 1912, the Titanic left Southampton, England to sail to New York City. As you may have heard, unfortunately, it did not make it to New York City, but we're not at that part yet.
Now we're going to tell you the prices of the tickets on the Titanic. Third class tickets were $15 to $40.
Second class tickets were $60 to $75, and first class tickets were $150 to $4,350. And that was back in 1912. If you bought those tickets today, the lower ranges would be about $497 for the third class, $1,999 for second class, and $4,971 for the lowest first class ticket.
Wow. The highest first class ticket would be $144,162 today. Have you ever spent that much money before?
If you have, comment below saying what you spent it on.
Now on to the people of the Titanic. There were approximately 2,224 people on the ship, and 908 were the crew members.
Some important crew members were the captain, Edward J. Smith, first officer, William Murdoch, who launched one of the last lifeboats and was in charge of the bridge where the iceberg was sighted. Second officer, Charles Lightoller, who was in charge of lowering the lifeboats on the port side of the ship. And the third officer on Titanic was Herbert Pittman.
He was in charge of various duties, including celestial observations, compass deviation calculations, deck supervision, and relieving the bridge as needed. Basically, he was the main navigator.
People weren't the only passengers, though. There were 12 dogs on the ship, and a dog show was scheduled, but never took place because of the sinking of the ship. 3 of the dogs survived the disaster by being snuck onto lifeboats by their first-class owners. There was also a cat named Jenny on the ship whose job was to kill mice and rats.
Aww. The ship had lots of cool stuff to do. First-class kids could go to the gym and ride mechanical horses.
There was a heated swimming pool, first ever swimming pool on a ship, by the way, a wireless room for the crew where they communicate with other ships, a squash court, which is kind of like tennis, and the general room in third class with the play area where third class kids could play.
Cool. So now we're going to talk about the boiler rooms. So there were 16 compartments in the Titanic, and they were made to collect water.
If the ship hit something and 4 compartments got flooded, it would stay afloat. But if 6 compartments were flooded, the ship would sink. Good thing that would never happen, but it only got worse.
Aww. On April 14th at 11:39 p.m. at night, one of the crow's nest people saw a dark floating object in the water, and then they yelled,
"Iceberg right ahead!"
So they rang the alarm bell 3 times and called the bridge, and the captain steered the boat left away from the iceberg.
But it was too late. The iceberg scraped the side of the ship, causing 6 compartments to fill up. It began to sink. As you may know, the Titanic split into 2 pieces and drifted 2.5 miles to the bottom of the ocean.
Wow. It wasn't even discovered again until 1985. Now there are many expeditions to analyze and take pictures of the ship.
The most expensive artifact from the Titanic was Wallace Hartley's violin, which was found floating in the water by a survivor. Woo! And it sold for $1.7 million. What?
Oh, well, we hope you learned something new and exciting about the Titanic from our video.
I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Secrets of Stuff and More, and comment below to tell us future videos we can make for YouTube. Bye!